Well, we all know that dealing with teenagers can be quite a challenge.
Yes, but licensed family therapist Kent Toussaint is back with us this morning to give some answers to the questions that you have sent in. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. So our first question is from someone who says that they have a 14-year-old daughter who is entering high school and is quite stressed about the transition. Now, she's stressed about the new kids, the new school, the new routine, and finding her place. It says, how do I, as a parent, assure her and help her find her place there?
So it's such a great question because so many kids really, there's a lot of anxiety going from one stage to the next, going from middle school to high school. Social dynamics change, and kids know this.
Or maybe even a different school.
Yeah. They may not know anyone there. You know, it can be really stressful. Or they do know friends there, but they find they and their friends are diverging and finding new social dynamics, new social groups. So what's really important is to not try to take those feelings away, not try to convince your kid not to have those feelings, because it doesn't work, you know, but more to validate those feelings and help them realize that it's going to be okay. Share some experiences that you've had as a parent and when you were a child or a professional as you have transitioned. Let them know that these transitions are part of life, as they will be in the professional world. But as they go into high school, you know, most high schools will have an orientation where incoming freshmen can come in, meet other freshmen, but also get involved in other activities, whether it's a sport, an artistic project, a group, something where they can find a place where they can interact with other kids.
And find their niche.
Yeah.
Okay, another question that a viewer sent in. During summer break, we spend a lot of time with the grandparents. They let my kids get away with whatever they want. Never heard that before. And my kids know it. Convincing my parents to change is impossible. So how do I get my kids to not take advantage of this?
It's a tough situation because in this situation, the parents, they want the children to be in the parental role, the adult role, and they're not qualified. The grandparents are. And I think it's incumbent upon us as parents to educate our grandparents, as well meaning as they may well be, to give them the sugary cereals or the extra toys or whatever. We need to educate our grandparents. And instead of saying, don't do this, teach the grandparents, this is what you can do. You can feed them this food. Or you bring the food to the grandparents' house. These are the apples and oranges we can give our kids. Or these, if you want, there are certain toys, these are the toys that are acceptable. So I think the more we educate the grandparents and takes the kids out of the role of being the parent and being responsible for something they really are not capable of doing.
And what if those grandparents, though, say, well, that's what grandparents are for. We're supposed to spoil our grandchildren. What do you say then to them?
I think you start educating grandparents on parenting and how that interferes with the grand scheme of what the grand plan of raising kids. And if they want to be part of the plan, great to have them a part of the plan, but we have to be advocates for our kids. And we have to stand up to our parents, which is tough because they're our parents.
Right.
But we are adults, we need to stand up to our parents with respect, of course.
Right. Okay.
And as summer is winding down pretty soon for some folks, one person sent in a question that says, how do I get my children to transition from vacation mode to back to school mode?
Well, I think actually usually works pretty well. Things like, you know, reducing video game time, you know, bedtimes where they may go to bed at 11 o'clock now, you want them to get to 8:30, you slowly titrate down. Instead of going 11 to 8:30, you go to 11 to 10:30 for a while, then 10:30 to 10, then, you know, slowly but surely, and you start getting them in that routine. You know, if homework is from 3 to 5 on weekdays, maybe that's time where you just, you know, everyone sits down and reads a book together, you know, or does something. You start reducing some screen times for bedtime, things like that.
Okay.
And also another thing, school shopping. Don't you remember when you were a kid and you go school shopping and get new clothes and get new folders and new pencils?
Yeah, it was exciting.
Yeah, get you excited for school.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to get them motivated.
I think so.
Yeah. All right, Dr. Kent, thank you so much. We appreciate your
You're very
insight
welcome.
as always.